generally have an approach to games these days where the less I know, the better I'll probably feel about the game once it's out. Despite me lately talking about what I don't like about stuff like Metal Gear Solid Delta or what have you, I'm generally positive about the games I play, but that's also because I don't tend to have many expectations for them to disappoint me on in the first place, with the exception being any company that has a proven track record of just fumbling it over and over again. Well, on my list, that's Konami, EA, Ubisoft, and at the very bottom, Activision. So yeah, I'm very hesitant to get on any hype train, especially for a series I hold near and dear to my heart. This goes doubly so for something like Fox Hunt, which is supposed to be Metal Gear Online's replacement, which, if you don't know what Metal Gear Online is, you should check out my other videos. I kinda made a few about it. This is where you will see me be the most critical, and even then, I'm not 100% against something like Fox Hunt or getting something new. I just feel like if you're going to end up making something that to me will just end up being a game of the week, then I'd rather just go and play MGO2 instead, because, at least for me specifically, that is Fox Hunt's competition, whether it's an active support or not, and God forbid Konami shut that down, because they won't be ready. Fox Hunt coming out after the main game and not having crossplay aren't the end of the world to me, but it being essentially tacked on compared to MGO2, which, by the way, stuff like having no crossplay is a good indication it's going to be the case, because a game like Metal Gear is already niche as it is. Crossplay would make sure that there's enough players to go around. Having the player base splintered from the get-go is not a good thing. But to put into perspective, MGO2 is a game that shut down 13 years ago, and people are still not only trying to play it, but improve on it. MGS5, by comparison, gets maybe a few people on the weekend, depending on the platform, and that's on a good day. And to be fair, they're probably from the MGO2 community playing it sometimes anyway. So yeah, with games like these that I love so much, it ends up frustrating. Because yeah, I want to be happy we have anything at all, but I also know deep down we could have so much more if they just made better decisions. Like, I went through this once with MGS5 and MGO3. I don't want to do it again. It also doesn't help that straight to the fans' faces, they said that MGO just wouldn't work in today's day and age. So I guess there's that too. I don't know, man. If it ends up being good, cool. This is all just my speculation and my reasoning as to why I'm not jumping over hoops super excited about it and trying to say that it's going to be the greatest thing to ever come out. And I'm doing it based on my experiences with this company before. Take it or leave it if you want. That's fine. And of course, for the other companies that I mentioned on this list, I have so much more to say about their games and my expectations for it. But I wanted to keep this strictly about Metal Gear since that's what I'm known for. But if you end up wanting to hear anything else I have to say about any of those companies that I mentioned, feel free to let me know.